Hi, welcome to the Knits Up podcast. I'm Mindy, your hostess, otherwise known as Knitter CNY. I'm coming to you from the central New York area, and you can find me and the podcast on Ravelry, Facebook, and Google+. And also Libsyn. It's there as knitsup.libsyn.com, I believe. If you have any questions, just PM me on Ravelry. That's probably the best way to reach me, or post in the group. I'm going to do a really quick podcast today. Pardon the wet hair. I just got out of the shower. I've got to go do some errands and visit my dad at the nursing home. So nothing too exciting this week. I'm still working on a couple of cardigans and a pair of socks. So there's not too much progress to report because I did a little bit on each one. The main thing that I'm working on is a cardigan for my goddaughter. It looks like this. You probably can't see this too well, but that's the front. It's a raglan cardigan from the top down out of some millends that I have. I'm probably about 20 rows from finishing the yoke. The yoke's about that long. That stitch shows up like that. And that's on either side of the marker. I'm doing a knit one in the front, knit one in the back in the same stitch. So when you do two of those right in a row, you get like this little raglan decrease right there. I'm using a size 5, 3.75 millimeter needle. It's a circular Knitter's Pride Nova Platina. I like it a lot. It's working really well. Since I'm going to be to the sleeves in a little while, I started looking through, and I swear I had a circular size 5, but I wasn't. That's a 16-inch, but I wasn't quite sure where it was. So I went out to AC Moore yesterday and bought these, which are Line Brand 5s. They're supposed to be flexible, easy to hold, durable. That's what the package says anyways. And it says they're made in India. I don't know who makes them in India, but apparently somebody does. And I will use those for the sleeves, even though the pattern says to knit them straight. And you can look on my Ravelry page. That'll tell you the exact pattern that I'm using. The other thing that I'm working on that I have the back done of is a cardigan for myself, which, if I hold it the correct way, looks like, not like that, that's the inside. Looks like this. It's very hard to see the different shades because the purple shows more blue than it actually is, but it's purple, it's petunia stripes, Line Brand homespun. That's how the armhole looks on the back. I'm making the largest size. It's the Bejeweled cardigan. And like I said, I'm making the largest size. This is one of the fronts. Obviously, it'll be this front. And you can see the little stripes in there, but it really is purple. It's not blue. I bound off for the armhole, and now I'm just going to knit across for a while, and then it'll have me do a crew neck. It's a pieced sweater. I'm probably going to do the sleeves circularly only because it's one less seam I have to sew, and I can. So that's what I'm going to do. Last thing is I think those are on 10s. And I'm using a Velocity needle from Susan Bates. That's a nickel-plated needle. It's okay. It's good. Probably not as swift as an Addy, but it's, affordable and available. This is Singin' the Blues stripes in Croy. The pattern I'm using is Twilight by Melissa Morgan Oakes. I'm just using that stitch pattern in the leg. It kind of breaks up the stripes. You can see how the stripes look without that pattern. And I made a little bit of progress on the foot. A little bit. A couple of stripes. And I'm doing that on I think I'm working on a Nova Platina right now on this as well. And this is a US size conveniently stamped on it, US size 1, 2.25 millimeter. So, and I'm doing this magic loop. So that's about all I've been working on this week. Some of my projects got thinned out a little bit, and I've decided to just focus on a few of them. So it'll be boring for a couple of weeks. We'll see how this goes, and hopefully I get some stuff done. I'm sorry if this is too short for you, but it is what it is. And I hope you guys have a great week. If you can post what you're working on over in the Ravelry group, that would be perfect. And I hope you guys have a great week.